Okay. For week 3, if you have been doing the work of releasing and doing the work of digging into connecting your why and doing all the steps up to now, then right around week 3 is where the new habit formation or either breaking or implementing a new habit starts to feel a little heavy. Your body and your brain starts to say, hey, we're doing all this work, but we're not seeing any return. And that's exactly when you need to stick with it and when you need to double down and lean all the way in and you need to trust it. Okay. Right now, it's very common for the brain to start acting more toddlerish than ever because it's just tired. It's tired of trying to do this thing. And what it's really doing is trying to build a new neural pathway, right? And to build a new neural pathway requires physically more energy. Right? So it requires more glucose and it is pulling slightly more from your body to be able to connect that synapse to be able to make that neural pathway. So there's a little bit of the science is why you feel maybe a little cranky if you've been doing the work, right? Okay. So, and that tends to happen around week 3 to week 5, right around there has been my experience with people that I've worked with and coached. Okay. So my question to you is why, when we want to change a habit, either break a habit, start a habit, release something that no longer serves us, why, if we want it so badly, why do we keep going back to our old habits? Any guesses? Any guesses as to why do we keep just returning back to our old habits? Easy. You simply want to stay alive. You want to be safe and you're doing it because you want to stay alive. Stick with me, hear me out. Here's what's happening is your body has been operating on this system, on this program for years, most likely, right? And for decades for some of you, right? If you're trying to break a habit or start something new, you've probably been doing it for a while. So it's hardwired into your body, into your system, into your brain. It is quite possibly the only thing your brain and your body, your nervous system knows how to do in order to keep you safe and to stay alive. And like I've told many of my clients before, your brain, your nervous system doesn't care if you're rich or not, if you're thin or not, if you're wearing fancy clothes and designer, have designer bags or not, if you write a book or not. It doesn't care about any of that. Your body and your brain care about keeping you safe and alive. And so what your body and your brain are doing are thinking, you know what? Thus far, we've been doing a pretty good job of keeping you alive, keeping you safe, how we know. And so we're just going to stick with it, right? So it is not your fault. It is not your fault that your body and your brain want to keep coming back to those old habits, right? This is like when I said earlier, we lean into it. So if you haven't yet, take advantage of calling me / DMing me, emailing me, whatever, so you can learn the 4 steps. They're simple. You just have to actually work them. Okay. The 4 steps. 1 is recognize. 2 is refute. 3 is reverse. And 4 is repeat. Okay. That's what I'm going to tell you that they are. You have to recognize, you have to refute, you have to reverse, and you have to repeat. Reach out to me and I will give you the details of what that entails because it's going to be unique for each one of you. Okay? So reach out to me if you haven't already and we can work on that together. Okay? Those are going to be the four steps. All right. I also have a tiny bit of homework for you right now. Okay? Super simple. We've used this one before in our movement challenges. And this seems to be a very beloved one, okay? So in order for you to start feeling more of those vibes of self-efficacy and believing in yourself expanding that capacity, I want you to actually get a quick win. Okay. When you get a quick win, you feel accomplished. And then it's also a great opportunity to celebrate yourself. There's nothing like a quick win. Here is a quick win. Okay. You're going to choose either a corner, a drawer, a shelf, a counter, a little space that's not going to take a whole lot. You don't want it to take longer than, 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you're like really excited about it. But it should be done in 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes max. And you're going to declutter it. All right. I want you to do the actual work with your hands, with your brain, make decisions of what you're going to keep, what you're going to throw out, what you're going to organize, right? It's a tangible exercise, and you can see it. It's going to be a visual thing that you see often enough that it's a reminder of how good it feels. All right. So you're going to do it with your hands. You're going to feel it in your body. You're going to celebrate the win. You can come back and share to see what it is. So again, the homework assignment is a corner, a small drawer, a counter, a shelf, a box of something that you're keeping, whatever it is, your nightstand, whatever it is, your shoe rack. You're going to go and focus on that one little area, and you're going to declutter it. Decide what you're going to keep, what you're not going to keep, decide what you're going to give away, and then just feel the accomplishment of what it feels like to have it checked off your list, right? You no longer have to worry about that corner. And the bonus of looking at it and feeling like a champ because you did it finally, right? And celebrate your accomplishment and come back and share it with us so we can celebrate with you. Okay, that's your quick homework. Whether you're doing the spring reset or not, this is always a good thing. Okay, I love you. Just a quick call today. I will check in with you tomorrow on Thursday to see how you're doing. Much love and happy spring reset.